What's up, ladies and gentlemen? So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about cryptocurrency. When I'm thinking I'm going to be taking profit, what I'm going to be doing with my profits, kind of my exit strategy. Let's say we're going to be looking at some charts of where people think the top is going to be, and I'm going to kind of share you my experience here in the cryptocurrency community. All right, so everything I'll be saying is my opinion. There are several opinions out there. I think you definitely have to do your own research and pick what's the best strategy for yourself. I'm going to kind of summarize what I've been hearing in the cryptocurrency community, what is going to be my strategy. And I'm going to first off kind of tell you guys a little bit of a story or history of how I got involved in cryptocurrency. So here's the cryptocurrency chart, Bitcoin to US dollar. And today it's May 10th, 2021. So roughly, I actually started buying my first cryptocurrencies pretty much in the 2017 top. And luckily, I didn't invest that much money. I probably spent a couple hundred bucks. And in that time, I pretty much was trying to learn the actual technology, getting wallets, transferring stuff, and seeing how all of that worked. If you watch one of my previous videos, from that time, I was just trying to learn the technology. So luckily, I didn't invest a lot of money because soon after I invested, the market pretty much started just going down. Throughout this time, I pretty much forgot about cryptocurrencies. I was learning a little bit, but I didn't focus too much of my time in this field, let's say. So right about this time in the beginning of 20, when pretty much the pandemic was kind of taking place, I was listening to a lot of financial people or YouTubers that talk about finance, and they're highly recommending people to invest in cryptocurrencies. So I did started to put a couple $100 here in the market, and I started pretty much accumulating little by little. So, and that was one of the best decisions I've done in this past year, is pretty much try to learn more and more about cryptocurrency. So today we're over $57,000 per Bitcoin, and I've actually invested more in Ethereum. Let's look at it. So I was pretty much just buying, accumulating Bitcoin and Ethereum in the beginning of 2020. And Ethereum has done really well this past year. So now we're over $4,000. I've been taking out profit now. Slowly, I've been mostly making sure that I'm actually been able to take profit. So making sure the exchanges I'm using, I can actually wire or send funds to my account. So when I do actually decide to take out more money, I know these places are working. I know how things are going to go and what to expect. So currently, I am kind of chipping into my profits little by little. I'm going to gradually do this. Now, what I've been hearing a lot in the kind of Bitcoin community is that these are cycles. Like I've heard 4-year cycle come out a lot. And in this 4-year cycle, currently where we're at is kind of like a lot of people use the baseball term. We're in the 7th inning. We're in the 8th inning, where it seems like we're really getting close to the top. Now I've heard people from the ranges of June all the way till October. So I'm gonna kind of really start increasing my profit taking, or even redistributing my allocations into, I guess, stronger coins or more solid projects. So I've invested a lot in several altcoins, but as these things have popped up, I don't even know if this is the best strategy, but a lot of these ones that popped up, I've either put them into mostly Ethereum and other projects like Monero and Dash that I believe have a lot more potential and a lot less risk. So that's what I've been currently doing, as well as how I mentioned before, kind of making sure that I'm able to exchange these coins into, in my situation, Canadian dollars, and have them sent out to my bank account. So as I start to take some profits from crypto, by July I want to make sure I have my most of my initial investment out. All of this will be reinvested into precious metals for the most part. So I'm thinking of buying mostly silver and some gold. I've pretty much started buying silver in the beginning of, not say beginning, let's say in 2010, 2009. So right about here, I started buying silver. There was a big shot up, but it pretty much went all the way down again. But I've been pretty much accumulating silver in all this area, and I believe it is suppressed precious metal. So there's a lot of market manipulation, or that's what I've been learning. So I do believe there's a bright future in the silver market as well as the gold market. So I will be buying some gold, but for the most part, it will be silver. Now, as you probably saw, a lot of people showing charts and when they think the market's going to be peak. I found this website right here. It's called cointalkscrypto.com. If you go right here and at CBBI, this right here, it kind of accumulates all these different charts and kind of gives you a percentage of when they think the top is. So according to this website, we're pretty much at 69% at the peak market. So right here you have different kinds of charts when they think the peak is at. I believe the pie chart is pretty much telling you that we're at peak. But most of people, what they actually look at is, or they have a lot more confidence in this stock to flow. So let's have a look at that one. So the idea with stock to flow is that the price pretty much stays close to this blue line. As you can see at as you can see right here, when it was the end of 2017, it got to like almost 20,000, I believe, and then it kind of retraced all the way back. So a lot of people believe it's kind of going to repeat these patterns where it jumps far from the blue line and then it pretty much retraces and goes back into that flow. So like the last bull run, it went all the way up almost to 20,000, and then it retraced back close to the blue line. And then right here, it is expected that it will get to $100,000 for per Bitcoin. But as right here, you could see that it'll probably pop up somewhere, maybe two. I've even heard up to $300,000, and then right as history repeats itself, or at least it rhymes, it'll kind of retrace back into that blue line. Now, this is another very interesting chart. It's called Bitcoin Rainbow Price Chart, and similar to the other one, where when we're at red, it means it's pretty much the top. So when it was red here, it had to just go back down, went back up to the red, had to retrace. And this would be the previous cycle. So when it got close to $20,000, it went to the peak of red and it retraced. So right here, it indicates that we're getting closer and closer into that red territory. So as you could see right here, it's kind of telling you that we're going to get roughly into $150,000 US per Bitcoin. So this is when you definitely have to consider taking profits or reallocating your holdings. Now, how I mentioned, I'm very bullish on precious metals. So a lot of my earnings a lot of my profits will be going into these two metals. But I'm also going to be keeping Bitcoin, Ethereum. I'm going to be keeping my Monero. I'm going to be also investing or reallocating some of my earnings into Pirate Chain. So I'm very bullish on this whole privacy coins. as you know, as you can see around the world, as governments and entities try to control more of their population of what they can do, how they can do it, when they can go outside, how can they, banning things, regulating things. I think these privacy coins and just privacy in general is going to be a lot more people will be interested in these topics. So I'm very bullish in the long term with privacy coins. So this is Monero, pirate chain. So this is something I will be allocating some of my crypto earnings. So in the coming videos, I'm going to be talking about where to buy gold and silver. I recommend mostly physical, but I also have been trying different formats or platforms where you can buy it online on the blockchain. So I'm going to be discussing that in the future videos. As well, I'll be talking about these other cryptocurrencies that I believe have a good potential future, like pirate chain. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for today. I'll see you next time.